back to BoardGameGeek's continuing coverage from the SPIEL 2019. I'm joined this time by AJ from Van Ryder Games. Hello.
Yes.
And
hello,
you're going to be taking me out into the frontier to show me Frontier Wars.
Yes. So Frontier Wars is a new game we have coming out. It's a sort of like an introductory war game. Maybe think Memoir 44 level, maybe one step up from that.
Okay.
But it's a game where you can play as one of 4 countries, so it can play up to 4 players. There's also will be an expansion for 5-6 players.
Okay.
But I have a 2-player game. The map's usually bigger than this, but for this demo it'll work.
Okay.
So what I have right out here is USA versus Great Britain. Germany's a playable army. Russia's a playable army. So you can do it however you want.
Okay.
The goal of the game is to score the most victory points. So a standard game typically is going to be 10 victory points.
Okay.
But there are scenarios, so it just depends what you're playing. There are 4 unit types, so there's tanks, soldiers, artillery, and airplanes.
Okay.
And each player is trying to, again, score the most victory points, which are represented by the stars.
Okay.
So that's one way to score points, is to control the area. Okay? However, if a tile has more than 1 army in it, it's contested.
Okay.
Typically there will be a battle and one of the armies will lose, but sometimes it can happen that both armies stay in the tile. In that case, no one would get that point.
Okay.
Okay. Another way to get points is with medals. So every time you win a battle, whether you're the attacker or the defender, you will get a medal. So this would be 1 medal. And when you get your second medal, it's going to be worth a point. So every 2 medals get you a point. You can also build different buildings. So that's an encampment, and this is a manufacturing plant. These build the mechanical units, so tanks and planes and artilleries, and the encampments let you produce more soldiers. Okay. And they also, as you can see, get you more points.
Yeah.
So every round you're recounting the points. So over here on the, I don't know if they can see that, on the, yeah, they can. Yeah. So here is, you're gonna retract the points each round. So you may go back and forth on that track. Eventually, once someone hits 10, then they're gonna win.
Okay.
So it has really quick gameplay. So you're going through, you reinforce, put more units out. Then everyone gets their action phase where they can move, start battles. You're going to be playing cards throughout the game.
Okay.
Battles are deterministic, so you know what's going to happen unless people play cards and it can change things.
Okay.
The battle system's cool. So, for example, the initiative is based on if you're attacker or defender.
Okay.
So, for example, the best way to explain that is the artillery are great for defense. If you're the defender and you have artillery, they're going to kill one of the other units on the opponent's side first.
Okay.
However, if you're attacking with artillery, they are very slow and they will not attack to the end.
Okay.
So the battles have attrition as you go. You basically follow this track and you resolve all the units. So, and they're killed in this casualties priority order. So soldiers are always going to get killed first in the battles, and planes last.
Okay.
So depending on how you attack, you can make it to your advantage to go start a battle.
And it's neat too that the initiative is different from the different unit types based on whether you're the attacker or the defender.
Right.
That I imagine that really mixes up your strategy to determine exactly when you want to use those units.
Absolutely.
Nice.
And the cards as well. So you may be at a disadvantage, but you have a card that says all your units gain +1 initiative that could turn the tides in your favor.
Excellent.
And defender, and there's defense. So the red cards are the attack cards, blue are defense, and green are tactics.
Oh, excellent.
Okay. Last thing I'll mention is there is another way to win besides the 10-point victory, and that is to build the ultimate weapon, okay? Nuclear bomb. The way you do that is each round you can place a card face down in your player area.
Okay.
Okay? You're researching basically.
Yes.
So that's what these numbers in the hexes on the bottom are for. If you get to 15, you immediately win. So it's face down, so no one knows really where you're at. So you can get a surprise victory that way by researching for that.
Oh, nice. Okay. So that will also keep you on your toes.
Yeah.
And can sneak up on you.
The last thing I'll say about that, you can only put a cards down equal to the number of medals you have.
Okay, so you have to continue
otherwise, the game could end really quickly
Yeah.
and you just keep dropping cards down.
Neat.
So you do have to win some battles to do that.
Well, that is a really neat mix of some strategy and tactics in there, and Frontier Wars. Thank you, AJ, for sharing this with us. If you'd like more information about this, be sure to check out his page on the Board Game Geek website or the Van Ryder Games website. And in the meantime, thanks for joining me.
You got it.
And we'll talk to you again soon.